Get ready, because Banter with Richie B Productions is launching an all-new podcast network. 4 shows, 4 hosts, 1 powerhouse of paranormal and cryptid entertainment all week long. Kick off your week on Tuesdays with the one and only Wojo, host of Home of the Boom. He's diving deep into the world of cryptids, Bigfoot, and the mysteries that shake the woods. Interviews, investigations, and the loudest boom in the cryptid community every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then on Wednesdays, prepare to drift into the unknown with Amanda Lombardo, your guide on the Phantom Navigator. From haunted legends to chilling stories from around the globe, Amanda is charting a course straight through the supernatural, plus guests who live to tell the tales. Catch her from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you dare. Fridays get a little darker and a whole lot prettier. Join Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal, where makeup meets the macabre. It's Sam After Dark, spooky storytelling, and her fan favorite segment, Cooking for the Dead. Tune in every Friday from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for glam, goosebumps, and all things ghoulish. And every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the flagship show returns, Banter with Richie B Live, featuring Richie B and Wojo. From updates to investigations to wild discussions, this is the core of the network. Raw, real, and always unpredictable. Spend your Saturday evenings with the duo that started it all. 4 nights of content, 4 incredible hosts, cryptids, ghosts, glam, stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. This is the Banter with Richie B Podcast Network.
For all being on here, and remember, we are home of the boom. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday here, and yes, we are home of the Boom Podcast. Boom! I am your host, the Wojo. Thank you all for being on here, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday. I just hope everyone is all shopped up. Everyone got their shopping done and what have you, and get ready for the festivities. And I hope you like my Grinch hat. I'm watching you. So we are live. We're worldwide on the Banter with Richie B Podcast Network. You can also find us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Spotify. We have my co-host Richie B on the buttons. And if you guys have any questions, please capitalize your questions. That would help us immensely. Tonight we have a special treat. We have Robin Smith from Ohio. Robin has some friends out in the woods that she has been encountering, the Dogman and the Bigfoot. And we got some wild stories. Well, she's got wild stories to tell us. So let's bring on Richie B. See how my boy is doing.
Oh my goodness, am I here? Did you see me?
You are here. I can see you, bro.
Dude, it was running the promos, and a big red thing came out and said reload page. And I'm like, no, I can't reload page. We're in the middle of our intro. Like, what is going on with technology?
I don't know. I can't even see my comments. And something like said, oops, there's a misconnection. I go,
yeah, did you see that?
What? Yeah. I can't see anybody's comments now, so.
Oh, I can't even send out. Oh, no. What is happening? I can scroll up. I can't send a message. Can everybody see it? Oh, wait, I just sent it. There we go. Oh, there's everybody. Oh, hi. Okay. All right. I had to X out of the chat and then come back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the home of the boom. My name is Richie B. We're just talking more technical shit because that's what happens in my life. That's just the way it goes. Even when you upgrade to 1080 pixel and all those other little doodads and gadgets. Too bad, Richard. Too bad, right?
Well, hey, listen.
Wait, you didn't tell everybody we're on Doc Round TV, Media Squatch, and HLO either. Ridiculous.
Well, that's what I was going to get to.
Yeah, right. When? Thursday?
Now.
Yeah. I'm on to you, bro.
Yeah, you are. By the way, I love Jack. I love the beard on him.
My dude. Dude, yeah. I found him in the back room, basically, like the outdoor section where they make up all the Christmas stuff at Walmart. And he was on the bottom shelf, dirty, like just slopped over. And I went and found a manager. I think they wanted like $30 for him or something. I said, "Yo, man, this thing's all tatted up. I'm gonna take it home and clean. How much you let me have it for?" Jess, you remember how much? Yeah, $9.
$9.
Yeah, I worked that deal. This is his second year. I had it on my very first podcast appearance as a guest, and my whole life was on Paranormally Blonde, Sarah's show. And Dee Dee was her co-host back then. And I had him in there. So he's 2 years old, basically, right around this time. Winning.
Well, yeah, you got yourself a bargain, that's for sure. That thing is like perfectly clean, all dolled up and ready to go. So let's say hello to the chat room because I can't see nobody.
All right. You want me to bring it all up on the screen for you?
Yeah, you're going to have to do it for me.
Do you have an X in the chat area on your phone? The top right of the chat?
No.
Must Android.
No. We're always having interference one way or another.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandy.
It's the Apple. If it ain't the Apple, it's the Restream. If it ain't the Restream, it's the Verizon. If it isn't that, it's YouTube. I mean,
I'll be the first Verizon. You.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's because we're electric. Boogie.
Boogie.
Sorry. Let's just get. Oh, and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah. Hi, Mary. Thank you for being on here.
Yeah, I'm trying to move the chat. Why is it giving me a hard time? There it is. Wow, what is happening? Oh, boy. I tell you, dude. We're just sensational. There's Kurt working. Kurt, you're not supposed to be working, man. You're with us, bro.
That's right.
That was the name he gave you. Secret Squirrel. We were on the air with the Squirrel with Red Bull on my show, my show. You're my co-host there. On Saturday, Kerry Lynn absolutely hit it out of the park, dude. She blew me away, Denny away. She was on point, dude. Right when she started dancing, my mouth dropped because she doesn't know all that stuff. They don't really publicly display all that stuff. You know what I mean? I know there's some on like her Facebook page, Ella's Army, Prayers for Ella page, but I know Kerry Lynn doesn't go there. And then when she said the swirling, which sounded like squirreling, with her Canadian, so there were squirrels all over the place. Here's Kurt, Secret Squirrel.
By the way, too, Kurt. Sorry, I go, Kurt. Why don't you put everyone what's your nickname? He's like Secret Squirrel, but then after a while, he's like, yeah. So what up with the Secret Squirrel?
I know,
but then you guys said, "Oh, swirl." I'm like, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry, Kurt W. Hey, Denny. Great to see you, brother.
Look at that. I noticed another issue I'm looking at. You see the issue? It's all YouTube comments. Someone just said hi to Curious. Curious is somewhere. Hi, Curious Cryptids. I cannot see your comment. I'm going to go over to my Facebook and take a look. Robin, well, that's our guest. Elder is here.
I'd say Elder.
Big Andy is here.
All right, Big Daddy Andy, how you doing?
Now, I don't know if you guys missed it. BDA thought he was safe. BDA thought he was safe with the candy cane pictures, and my amazing producers went on the attack. And just when he put up a thing saying Mark's safe from, I don't know, holding a candy cane or something today, whatever it was. And Sam was like, yeah, no, he don't. And sure enough, get over to BDA's page. You can check him out, all dolled up in that pretty white glistening jumpsuit with his little candy cane and lollipop. Yep.
Yeah, that's when I said his lollipop looks like his twin.
It probably, yeah, sounds the same too. Here we go. Good stuff. Howdy, y'all. Oh, yeah. Yo, Bigfoot, take it easy on our friends in the field, right? What does the rock get off? Yeah, the rocks do get awfully close. Wojo, are you working Friday, Wojo?
Fortunately, I am, but
Let's go after. Can we go on after? That's
yeah.
I got weekend. I got weekend duty, so.
Well, then you know what? I know somebody else that probably wants to come out with us.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Mike Swanee.
Why is he home?
He's in town.
He's
home until the 5th.
Swanson, if you're out there, Swanson, get your ass in my audience and start talking. Let's go. All right, John's here. What's up, John?
Hey, John.
Wait.
Thanks. I think it was Ohio. Was that Paul?
Where?
Paul Frazier?
No. He's out in the woods, man. That's Tim Gayhart.
Oh, it was Tim Gayhart. Okay, sorry, it happened so quick.
How much? The commercial cut it off, he says. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Deal with it. There's Tim Vogel. What's up, Tim Vogel?
Hey, Tim. Thank you for being here, buddy.
There's our amazing producer. Did you need me? Yeah. In the afternoon. Yeah, I've confirmed that I can go out Friday. Thanks. Appreciate that. I can put down the vacuum and stop doing the dishes for a day. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, working girl. This is getting out of control. I'll remember this come summertime. Okay. I'm writing it down.
I already wrote it down and planned. D-Hoot, great to see you on here.
Yep, I got to go live in order for D-Hoot to support me. You ever notice that? She's using me, damn it. I thought she was my friend. Look at the Facebook comment. Sweet.
Hey, Amanda, great to see you on here.
Mike
Phantom
Gray.
Navigator, co-host, podcaster.
Yep, Mike Gray.
Hey, Mike Gray.
What's up, Mike Gray? Good to see you, bro. Good to see all of you. Merry Christmas. All in, what does they say? All in one or something, or all in one of us? Remember that weird-ass way they said that?
Yeah.
Why do we always got to say weird-ass shit at Christmas time? Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Like,
a good night.
What is that, ye old English mixed in with Santa Claus? Like, I don't understand.
Who's all?
Yeah, Sam. Oh, by the way, Sam, we're streaming on your YouTube. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell Sam we're on our YouTube. I broke in. Well, I wanted to like, spread the happiness around, and it was kind of Amanda's thing with her YouTube, just getting going. So I was like, let's hook to hers and help, get her going, right? But I didn't hear back in time, so I have 5 channels we can post to. So I grabbed Sam's. Right, Sam?
Well, you're doing a hell of a job as a co-host and producer.
That's right, Jim. I got to tell you. Mr. Host, do your thing.
All right. Well, thank you all for being on here, and let's bring on our guest, Robin Smith.
All right, I'm going to bring her out and step away for a second. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Is that okay with you, boss? Can I get a minute?
Yeah, just don't knock anything over.
Well, I'm probably gonna, but whatever.
Hey, what has she got on today?
Here we go.
What's going on, Robin? Well, everybody, it's Robin Smith in a mystery costume.
Tansei.
Yeah. What's your costume?
You remember, any of us that are older will remember what that's from, the Abominable Snowman? From Put One Foot in Front of Another?
Yeah.
That's what it's from.
I love it. Everyone's festive today. I love it.
For now.
Oh, well, it looks great on you. So Robin, thank you for being on here.
Thank you for me.
Absolutely. Oh no! What the heck
Hi,
does
Robin.
he got?
Oh my God.
Hi. Hi, Robin.
Hey,
I got twins.
Go.
See, I didn't want you to feel uncomfortable. Now we're both weirdos, right? Now we're both crazy weirdos. I got you, girl. Don't you worry about that.
I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Tanse. Robin asked if she could wear, this here. And I was like, oh my God, I have one. And I'm like, yeah, of course you can. And then we get here, and she's like, I don't know, I didn't want anybody to think I was crazy. And I'm like, oh no, you put that on, girl. You be free. You be yourself. And I'm over here, just tied around my waist going, you better put that on. I gotta skip. Let's go.
Now we got to get Wojo.
That's a big boom right there. Oh, if I could fit in one.
On with the show.
Yeah. So, well, hey, it's great. It's great to have you on here, and thank you for being here. Listen, so tell us a little bit about yourself, and about who you are, and what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Well,
I am Generation Wampanoag. I am. Got me all started in hiking and all one to the woods is because my nephew was murdered. I lost my mother about 4 years. So hiking was a relief for me, a release of all the anger and the hurt and that. Mm-hmm. But then where one day first went back it's been about April of 2024, take a lot of pictures, and I took a picture when I got home and zoomed in, which you have the photo. I thought I was seeing things. I thought I was crazy. So I asked my older son, do you see anything in that picture? He says, what do you? And I said, you mean that? And he pointed at the Dogman was there. And I said, yeah, because I didn't want you to think I was crazy and say, oh, that, And that's how it all started with the Dogman.
Yeah, so in this photo, tell us a little about this photo because, some of these tracks are very big. And what are we looking at?
That is my older son's hand next to a track we found where I saw the Dogman the very first time. If you zoom in on it, you'll see dermal ridges and that in the padding right there behind where the front toes are, in that area, right by the thumb. In that section, when you zoom in, there's actual dermal ridges that you can see.
That's as far as I can zoom in, just for the record.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a beautiful track. I noticed, like to the left side of the hand, are those like smaller tracks
toes?
of a Dogman?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I could see that from the back, but also where his fingertips are, looks like a continued track.
There's all kinds of tracks there, and. When I found my first actual footprint of the Satania, I wasn't sure. So I had to ask Mama about it, Mama Bearclaw, and she said, yeah. And my son thought I was crazy then because it had just rained and it was in the mud, but too much rain and you couldn't get an accurate to tell if that's what it was for sure. So then I had to second guess myself.
Right.
And it ended up a footprint. So,
I mean, you've been finding like how many different size tracks have you been finding of these dog prints?
At my friend's home where I have a clan, I showed Mama Bearclaw there's a 21 inch.
21 inches.
He's a big boy.
Oh my God.
And like I said, I don't know up there where yous are. Here in Ohio, they can be pretty tall. They can be anywhere from maybe 7-8 feet tall, 15.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. I think the one we found was in the snow. The one we found in the snow that time was, remember, we had a little bit of controversy with the Scaniverse was doing 22 and then 18 and a half. And so it was the biggest one I ever found was that one in the snow. And there was a little bit of broken snow. So I kind of put it at 19 to 20 to be fair. So it was still the biggest one I had ever seen up this way. You know, so
and you do, because they said in the East, that's for some reason that's where they're the tallest. Really, they don't know why, but in the eastern part of the states, they're tall.
Well, it's mostly forested, right? I mean, it's got a lot of forest, you know, and you think about it, right? And it's condensed forest. It's not vast. You know what I mean? So you're constantly
different ecosystems.
Eating and moving. You got water. Yeah, you got
the area I go is 642.5 acres.
Oh, wow.
It's a metro park, and it's an indigenous Native American reserve where the metro park took it over. But it's 642.5 acres, and it's got streams that run off of the Grand River in Ohio, where I live. And there are tributaries off of that Grand River.
Right. So you're a sixth generation Wampanoag.
Yes.
And in this picture is your grandfather, right?
Yes, my great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather. Tell us a little bit about him.
That is Thundercloud. And legend has it that they walked alongside the Satanyas. And they called them heroes, but they actually interacted with them and traded and stuff. And like Mama Bear Claw says, like with her, ancestry of the indigenous Native American, they taught each other medicine, the teepees, how to do that. That's why I said on your one thing, maybe the teepee they learned from the indigenous. Because they each learned from each other. That's
because we found in Richie's yard just a few weeks ago. I haven't been to his place in a long time, and we found a beautiful teepee that's like over 20 feet high, maybe like 25 feet, and how it interlocks and what have you. But like Richie would say, who's going to go out there with a ladder and try to connect them, in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Well, and just like how they twist some of the stuff, I think they learned that from the indigenous Native Americans too. Like I told you that my gift bag, when they broke the handle off, they actually tied a bow with the handle they broke off onto the one that was still on it.
That's right.
Right.
I remember that. Now, can I ask a question? I just want to ask a question about your grandfather and Wampanoags. I found it very intriguing because you're in Ohio, and there was a huge bunch of Wampanoags here, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. They say that over 12,000 years, known for their living in southeastern New England, basically. So they were all through here, and they were part of the Pilgrims and all that stuff. So when you said that, it was I kind of triggered me a little bit. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, what a weird connection, right? For us all to be associated. I don't never hear of them in Ohio. Were they bigger in Ohio or bigger in? It seemed like they were bigger in New England. Is that correct?
I think they were bigger in New England because from what I understand, they migrated from Martha's Vineyard to Nantucket.
Yes.
Oh,
and then they spread out.
Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah. Thank you for answering that. Yeah, because I as soon as I heard it, because we learn about it obviously in our history growing up, and very intriguing. And thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it's funny because I always thought they were always from New England and what have you, but that they advanced other states. That's beautiful. But that's a great picture of your grandfather. So right here, Robin, you got a deer crossing the road, but I can see some shadows from afar from your circle.
Oh yeah.
Now
this is my favorite because
this
is my favorite. This happened in mid-August, later in almost the end. And where the circle is, if you look up of where the deer is at, where there's two like shadows, like they're almost like in a kneeling position or like crunched down.
Yeah.
The next thing I know, they stand up.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so I could see. Yeah, I see the shadow on the right side. Looks like he's squatting.
Yeah, I could see like the head, like really like the head and the shoulder.
Yeah, I've always had trouble with these types of pictures because sometimes when you see it, you're there, and there's so many other things that go into it, right, Robin? Like you said, you could see he stands up, and even when you're there, and as you are, in a sense, being, feel like you're chosen and you're connected, and you can almost feel them around the area, right? And it's just like, so to be there is more so. But I can see what you're saying with the shadow. Oh, and I
that
forgot
was
about
broad
the deer.
daylight. It wasn't even dusk yet.
Did the deer make it? did the deer live?
That was about, if I saw it with the height that it was, my eyes are horrible. If it was big enough for me to see it, then it was pretty tall. It had to be at least 12 feet tall.
Oh my goodness.
And when at first I said to my friend, "Do you see something, people standing up there looking at the deer?" Because I thought I was seeing things. And he said, "Yeah, it looks like," and because I watched them from a crouching position stand up, the two of them in broad daylight, and that. And like I said, that's a metro park. That's when you're going into the metro park to the parking lot. So for them to be out, I think they were watching the deer because they were maybe hunting right then, or training maybe little ones.
Now, well, how far were you from the deer and from the deer of those shadows, approximately?
How far away were you? Did she freeze? Oh, there she goes. She's back. Did you hear the question, Robin? Robin?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear the question? Wojo wanted to know how far.
No. I'm saying maybe they were teaching young ones. That's why they were out during the day.
Right. How far away were they?
Did you just me?
No.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a glitch. But can you still hear us?
Are you there? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. That's right. You're calling number 73. You've won. How's that?
Maybe
good?
My friends are.
That was a test. I'm with you. Me and you together.
Maybe my friends are here. Maybe that's why
mess with me all the time. You know that. I think she froze up again.
Yeah. So Robin,
that's because you're loud. You attract because you're loud.
I just lost my hat over that one.
Who's loud, Richie or Wojo?
There's no way they can miss you.
I know. They miss me all the time. They miss me when I'm not there.
There's no way they can miss you because you're so loud. They all.
That's all. Oh shit! All right, where was I?
Well, where was I? Yeah, back to you, Jim. Oh, back to the glitch now. All right, so
Ohio
in this picture,
Bigfoot had a question.
Okay.
Bigfoot
that's right, everybody.
Just a minute.
Oh no, I got it.
There's a lot of deer. There is a lot of deer.
Yep. They are.
Well, speaking of the deer, Robin, do you ever find the broken bones or scattered bones like that me and Richie find? Because we usually find bones snapped and their bone marrow taken out, for protein and what have you, and we usually find their prints, right by the bones. Do you experience anything like that?
No, but everywhere that there's a lot of deer tracks. by them because
Yeah, that one's intriguing.
that forestry is so huge that where they have their X's, it's inaccessible. You can't get across the stream to get to where the X's are at, where they actually stay. So I don't see the stuff like you guys do with the bones and stuff because a lot of times they'll wait till nighttime to come out and hunt.
Yeah, because sometimes we do find their skulls and what have you. That you know, we just find these bones everywhere, and you know, you just try to we try to like find evidence and content of there's a print. They are here. They're here for a reason. We find their the deer bones. Now, is there like in your area, which do you like have like edible like the berries and the bark that they that they eat upon, or do you do any how about this? Do you do any gifting? Do you have a gifting chair?
I gift them every chance I get. I don't do it regular so that they don't get on that schedule.
Right.
It's just whenever I can go there, I'll go and I'll gift them and that. Now they've gifted me. I had where they left me 7 wild turkey feathers.
Oh.
And it smelled just like them. Picked them up.
Smell
the
like
ends of them, they were still from the turkey.
Oh God.
Wow.
That's crazy. I love it.
That's wild.
Well, that's the stuff you look for. That's the good stuff, right? Because like I think what Wojo's getting at is that we, if you see the print and then you look around the area, you see a 90 bend, you see like what you just mentioned, or you see like the deer bone shattered and the bone marrow sucked out of it. And then you have like what I always talk about in redundancy, I get it, but you have the 3 pieces that you could tie together with the print, right? And it's just a whole scene that you get to draw in your head, which is awesome. You know what I mean? That's what I love about it. That's my favorite part when we can actually do that,
And also too, Rich, it's like the feathers that we find.
Oh yeah.
There's always a spiritual meaning of, like the crow feather, the blue jay and the hawk.
I got a good one. Where is it?
I wonder what the turkey would be if anybody can look that up. I'm just curious what the turkey spiritually means.
Would mean. Yeah. I could do that. I'm kind of a producer now. I could look that up for you.
That'll be great.
Great. You could discuss this picture while I look up the turkey feather in spiritual form.
Exactly. So in this picture, Robin, it's pretty unique because it looks like I don't know. Why don't you talk about it for us?
There was a bunch of them there that day. It was matter of fact, it was Easter Day of 2025 at where I go hiking at the Metro Park there. And it was right next to the water, like they had been playing or something in the water because like it had just rained and that like for 4 days straight. And that's how I found that. But I've never found any more prints except maybe 4 or 5 since those ones.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, Lori Led. What's cool in this picture is that it looks like the Dogman print right beside it, because looking at the left corner of the foot seemed like kind of caved in a little bit on his footprint on the big footprint.
Yeah, and two, that is a lot of they hang out a lot down in the valley there because the area I go, a lot of people don't go to the area. The guys will walk the stream to go fishing and that, but not a lot of people just go there to just walk around and that. And that's why I go there, because it's more private area and that. So they will come out a lot in that area, those prints were.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm just looking at where the mid-tarsal break, I mean, that piece of grass is bent down. I could see other strands of straw of the grass coming over the footprint, but the footprint looked like it just, compressed it down. You could see the bends on them. And it looks like a little rock.
Shadow away. if you take the shadow out, you can kind of see how where the arch of the foot, how it goes down towards the toes into the sand.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, where our arch would be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome.
That
is awesome.
That's a beautiful picture.
I love it. And there's like a how big is the dog print next to it? Do we know? Or is that like a coyote?
How it kind of goes downward.
Kind of like this.
Towards the toes, like they put the pressure like where our arch would be to.
Yep. That is awesome.
I mean, just looking at that picture, I mean, the depth, I mean, you can just see like that, you know, when you see depth, you're seeing shadow. You know, it looks like it's approximately like about an inch between an inch to like an inch and a half to 2 inches. I mean,
there we go.
That's a deep compression right there.
Yeah, I forgot. I figured out how I was setting it up. Anyways, it's closer now, and it's 1080 pixel.
Wojo, you need to show him the Dogman where it all began.
What? Where's that? Was there a dog? The Dogman where it all began? She said, "Is it a location?" Yeah. Oh, is it the black and white picture?
There's the black and white, and then I have it in color too with that.
Okay, I'm working on it.
But you can't see it. That's why I filtered it into the black and white so you could see it there.
I'm only one producer. Please give me a second. This is too much stress. This is worldwide. It's my big debut.
This is Robin's show. What she wants, she shall get.
This is where it all started.
Oh boy. Nope, that pixelated. Hang on. Oh no, I could see him, but hang on. I didn't want him that big, did I? Oh,
because in the other one, in the one that's in color, you can actually see there's something standing behind him if you look. The other picture that's in color.
Oh, I know what I can do. Hang on. I'm working on this right now. Don't you worry.
People try to tell me that that's a bear.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me see. I did it a little bit further away because it's easier without the pixelation. You know what I mean?
But what's unique on this picture is just it looks like in a crouch position, and you can kind of like see how the shoulder. I don't know. It's like the elbow or something. I'm looking at the right.
Yeah. All right. So there's a branch coming down the middle, almost to the left of its little nose. It looks like.
Yes.
And then there's the black eye there. Yep, I see it. And then it goes down this way. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's wild, man. Now, how far away are you from that? And I don't care what it is. That's, to me, looks too close. Just for the record, you know.
Yep.
Wojo, if you look, it'll show you how far away if you bring the picture up with the red square that's in color.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's me. I'm doing that stuff, Robin.
Okay. Richie, get it together.
Oh my goodness.
We're on a time restraint here.
No, there's no time in my world. I see a picture here. I can't see. The pictures are small. Oh, is this it?
It's got a red square on it. No, that's not it.
All right. Don't yell at me, Robin.
The red square's on the left of the picture.
All right. Yeah. So what happens is, just to give you an idea, when I bring it up, it's in Google Drive. And it's just smaller, so it's
the red square. It's an actual red square on the left-hand side of the photo.
All right, I can't see the red square again, just so everybody knows until I pull.
Yeah, because we probably fit in like as many pictures as we can, but probably maybe that picture's not in there. I don't know.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, sorry, you guys still here? I was mesmerized by the beauty of that nature.
That's a nice one right here.
Yeah, we're going to go back to that, but I'm just trying to find this picture before I, get beat down. You know what I mean? I don't want the beat down. I have every picture that was sent. I know that for a fact. Let me just double check and see if the one that you're talking about is in there. In the meantime, Robin, real quickly, in the meantime, the turkey feather is pride, abundance, fertility, and good luck. I don't need any more fertility. Thank you. Abundance and fertility. Turkeys were vital food sources, and their feathers represent the earth's bounty. Pride and generosity.
And I'm too old for it. it. So
yeah, well, you never know. You are on the screen. You are on the screen with me. You might want to go see the doctor next week. But anyways, pride and generosity. The strutting male turkey embodies pride, while the bird as a whole symbolizes generosity. Good luck and guidance attached to arrows. They brought luck in hitting targets. They hung in homes. They invite good spirits. Spiritual connection, Wojo. Feathers bridge the physical and spiritual worlds, my friend. Pay attention. Turkey feathers, especially thunderhead black ones, can represent rain and clouds. Notes this business, practical and ceremonial use. They used in dream catches, dance bustles, prayer fans, more things that I'm sure Elder could fill us in on. And that is a beautiful. That is amazing. And we've had plenty of gifted turkey. We're getting more gifts, I think, Wojo, than we're actually realizing. Do you know that? That's around. I'm going to go with that right now because
all right. It's just amazing, like the spirituality that it's Mother Earth, it's the woods, and this is what they provide. And to find these like feathers and things like that, including rocks or shapes, there's a spiritual side of everything, and it's pretty amazing. Robin, do you look like you were like looking through something? Did you find it?
I can double check too.
It's here. I don't know. Can you see? Right. Let me see.
Oh, look at this. Brandy likes no ads.
It should be the very first picture.
I'm writing that down. Don't ever get ads.
Richie,
yes, ma'am.
Should be the very first photo.
Okay.
With the ones that he sent you.
I'm going to go. It's okay. Nope. The very first photo top left is Dogman, and the one I just showed with the rock stack is the last photo. So I am going to go do my due diligence as a seasoned producer, and I'm going to go check that stuff out. I'll be right back. Thank you.
Yeah, so Robin, we try to squeeze in as many pictures as we can because it is an hour, and I'm hoping that I did put it in there. So that's probably why he's probably having a hard time finding it. But yeah, like for what Richie says about the feathers and the spiritual side of things. I mean, you got to you must feel good about that. Of receiving gifts from them. Like that, and if you were to say like approximately like how many's in that clan would you say that you see daily? I forgot to ask you that.
There was like 9. The first time we found the rock tower, there was 9 to 10 rocks on it. So I'm assuming they have 9 to 10 to the clan. But now I have a new clan there. Mama Bear Claw told me 6 new ones that I have to go and introduce myself to. But one of my old clans stayed there with Dogman.
And is it like one Dogman or is it like several? Or
there's more than one there.
Yeah.
They're
only because of going by the prince.
There's many.
Yeah.
Like not just 1 or 2. There's many.
Yeah, because
and a lot of them they come out at night to hunt.
Yeah. Well, that's why, like, sometimes at nighttime where me, Richie, and some of the guys we're going to the Filey, just to hang out by the river. And as we were walking, I thought I could see like a shine right by the river. And then all of a sudden, as we were coming around, all of a sudden, there was like 3 or 4 boulders that just crashed right in front of us. It was loud. Whatever they threw, it was loud. And we were like, sorry, we don't want to disturb you, but when they're in the middle of a hunt or they probably want to be left alone, we kind of got the hint. Have you ever like had that like feeling that you shouldn't, be where you are or like at dusk or something or?
not me per se, but my friend did, like in September, the beginning of September of this year. And he got sick to his stomach, and I was walking, and I think it's because my clan didn't really know him or anything. So he's like, I just all of a sudden got sick to my stomach. And he said, I really feel like I want to get sick. And I just kept walking, like, okay. And left him standing there.
It's funny because that's happened to myself, but Richie got really sick. He was zapped, from the infrasound. And
that's why you got to wear these.
Yes.
You got to wear your medicine bag.
Exactly. I just had mine right here. Oh, it's out in the kitchen. The guys have a photo of points of light that white Dogman photo Robbins.
She's saying that one of the pictures
if
that
Richie
we have.
Can find it, we will.
Richie doesn't have it.
We will if Richie can find it.
No, Richie doesn't have it. That's the host's fault. The host didn't send it to me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That is my fault.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This just in.
If you would like me, I will post that picture on the chat thing when we're done here later.
All right, I got one that'll make up for it. We got this. I got something that looks very similar to a Dogman, Wojo. Did you know this?
Well, tell D who to go on your thing later on the chat thing, and I'll post it on there.
There it is. There's the Dogman. Here he comes. Wait for it.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. Sometime today, internet. Jesus. There we go. Looking good.
Well, that's booting Robin. As I was saying that, Richie, he got sick, and there was a couple of times where you get that ringing of the ear and you get that nauseous feeling that that their presence is nearby. And that's why I was going to ask you if you ever experienced something like that where since you just met them. And by the way, how many years have you been with the old clan, per se?
Since the beginning of 2024.
Wow. So that's kind of rapid. That's rapid. You're gaining rapid trust, right? Yeah, Ron.
And that's why I've got a question for you and Richie.
Oh,
Wojo.
Okay.
Here's my question. Do you think that the Satanya are more they get drawn towards people that have special gifts?
Oh.
Because they can pick up on if they're clairvoyant, or if you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, Mr. Co-host, go ahead. Take a shot.
Well, we just kind of had to. Yeah, Ron, it's uploading. I can't control it. I don't know what happened. It's just sitting here in front of me spinning. I'll be with you in a minute. So we just had the show on Saturday, actually, with Kerry Lynn, and we actually had the same type of discussion. So she feels, yes, that is a thing. So, there's Dogman now, guys.
Oh my.
Yep. This is when Dogman was 5, and he wore his Dogman collared shirt with a dirt bike on it.
Is that collars or is that the ears?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? So,
oh my God.
The Dogman's got a little hair thing going on.
Yeah, he's got a little wig going. You know what I mean? So, looks very much like my son Brooks. That Dogman does. Yep,
yeah, he does. That cheddar.
It's me in kindergarten. I figured I'd make up for the Dogman. You're welcome, everybody. I
tell everyone the Dogmen are attracted to me because my spirit animal is the wolf. And for some reason, the Dogmen seem to like me when I go places.
Well, but that's what Kerry Lynn kind of confirmed the other night. We had that discussion, and it's light. It's the light that you're putting off that they could see. You know what I mean? They see things differently than we do physically. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? So no, not that. So yeah, that's a great question. And I'm glad you on Wojo's show are now interviewing us. Go ahead, Robin.
Okay, now I'll get it going again like I did on chat with the aliens.
Oh, really?
Richie.
Yeah, I'm not scared. Bring that stuff. You know this.
Okay, because like I said, how do we know they're not what I said on the chat?
Oh,
Because they talk about reptilians and they talk about the star people and all that, and that some of the grays are bad and that, but we have good and bad here. And when the soul leaves, we're in energy. So how do we know where that energy goes? Maybe it comes back as star people, or because if they're saying that we have a little bit of alien in us, then how do we know that our soul doesn't come back as maybe that's the alien?
Yeah.
I would say that's more of your spirit than it is your soul. Your soul is gone and left, but your spirit still stays down here.
Yes.
And so I believe that as for, what we're dealing with and what they can appear to be, I mean, who knows? I mean,
if the aliens can
you look at the Satanias and they can, well, Robin, if you look at like the Satanias, right? They can cloak, they can mimic animals. What I'm saying is they try to alter their appearance. Oh, that's a great picture.
Oh my, Richie.
Oh, that's me and my dog. That's me on the right and my Dogman son on the left. What? It's Christmas. It's family. Come on now. Jeez.
I believe that the Satania they're sacred. They're very special, and they're our ancient ancestors. I truly believe that, because they've been here forever. And how do I put it? I truly believe that there's more to it than what people are seeing, and we have to have a lot of respect for them, because they are way smarter than us, whether we want to admit it or not, or admit that they're here or not. It's a fact. And
well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, Robin, on that, what you just said is that they don't come with no harm. If you show good, if you have that good energy, they would be drawn to the good energy than it is the bad. And since me and Richie have been doing this now for like over 2 years, we see the levels that we have been taking with the Satanias in the woods, because for centuries Native Americans, made the tree structures and what have you, and you kind of just say to yourself, like, well, I'll speak for myself, like, why are these these forest people creating all this stuff? It could be markers, could be territory, all that stuff. But then again, the Native Americans have been doing this for centuries. Again, that I say that they've been doing this for centuries, to tell their clan where they moved the homes to over here, the rivers down here. That's what they say. If we were to walk through the woods, we just like walk past these structures and not know. But
if I was a Satania,
for a century.
If I was a Satania, I would hide from people too, because look at how we've ruined the earth, and that with everything, right. Pollution, all kinds of stuff. And there's a lot of evil people that, even if our so-called higher up people were to admit that they're here, there's a lot of mean people that would go and try to kill them instead of try to learn from them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dio's got a question for you. Do they communicate with Robin? If so, how?
No. What they do is they let me see them now.
Okay.
And like I said, they gifted me the turkey feathers, and they'll like move stuff like you guys have at the gifting area. They'll move it to another place. Or the one time I was gifting, and we weren't by no high grass or anything. And Richie, don't you say nothing smart. I was bent over putting stuff on this stump at the gifting area, and something poked me in the butt. And I said to it, "Did you poke me in the ass?" And I said, "That's not nice," because there was nothing around to poke me in the butt.
Wow.
God, this is hard.
Well, I'm glad that you reverted to you, Rich, to watch out. I have plenty to say.
Comical.
But
it can be comical.
It is, and it's no. I'll be serious. Is your butt okay? No, I'll be serious. When stuff like now, I was a paranormal researcher for many years, and things like that would happen, and it was weird, man. And one of the reasons why I stopped doing it was my little niece's now husband got scratched from the back right across his butt cheek, and right as we were starting our Michael the Archangel prayer for protection before we left the area. And he said to me, "Oh, real funny, Uncle Rich." And I was like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And he thought I was grabbing his butt in the middle of a prayer circle. And so I that brings that, but he did. He had a big scratch right down his butt cheek. My niece had to get the picture because he wouldn't show me his butt. I don't know why. Whatever, dude. You know what I mean?
So Robin, in this picture, you got these rock stackings. I will say, like, Rich, when we went with Joe DeAndre, we were going to where he had his first sighting. I found a set of rocks stacked on the side.
Yeah.
I just found that unusual. I think there was 2 sets, and I was walking with Joe at the time. I go, "Hey, Joe, look at this." He goes, "Hey, that's pretty neat." And to see this like rock stacking.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like by the river, and how often do you see these type of structures?
That's the second one I've seen because this is in Ashtabula County. It's at a place where, a matter of fact, T-Mac goes. That's called Indian Trail by Route 11 in Ashtabula. And I went there and I seen this there, but I've also seen it at Hogback where I go in the area where I live. And it was weird because I started thinking that I seen this, and it had the same recently when I went to Hogback of the 2 things, except there the rock tower was like 6 feet away from which would look like almost like a fire pit to us, but not as big a hole at the top of it. But all them rocks are stacked like methodically, and that. And I've noticed that I don't know if they're trying to like give a direction or what it is, but at both places, and they're totally 2 different places, was the same thing.
Is that what is the square thing in front of the stack, if I may, sir host? D-Hoot, I don't want to get in trouble with D-Hoot. What is the square thing in front of the stack? Do you know what that square little hole is? Is that a fire pit or something? Or
they stacked the rocks. That was one of the other things, like at the other place. Those rocks are stacked all up, maybe about a half a foot.
Oh.
And for some reason they leave that hole in the center. I don't know if that's where they do a fire pit. You'd have to ask Mama Bear Claw about that, because that I've just started seeing at where my clan is at. The one you're looking at is in Ashtabula.
Gotcha.
And at Indian Trail, the 2 thingies. But mine had the same thing about a month and a half ago, except the thing in the front, mine was smaller at Hogback, where my clan's at.
Right.
That's quite the engineering right here.
Do you have that up there where you're at? The fire, like looks like a fire pit?
I don't think we've ever found any of that. I don't think right, Woj? We never found them like shape out something. Yeah, I don't know, because we have found the stackings and we have definitely researched them because some of them are in odd places. But like things like this, where you look like it's almost on a point and it's balanced.
That's pretty cool. I couldn't help but take that picture.
No, I don't blame you. I would have taken it. I would have laid on my belly. I would have got different angles, poison ivy.
That was pretty cool. I went up.
But it looks like a pretty big rock too.
Yeah, dude, that's not a little rock.
But also too, Robin, is that like the slates that I was looking at. I mean, rocks do signify, spiritual meanings too, like quartz, granite and others. So whatever the meaning is, I mean, it's excuse me.
They're very
I'm
intelligent. That proves it. That right there.
I
Yeah,
agree. And incredibly coordinated.
Yeah, I mean, especially what they do with the trees down here. I mean, it's
it's
artwork and it's beautiful. And
but what people need to understand is they do have feelings. They do have a conscience. Like I said, when they
Merry
broke
Christmas,
the candle off, you know, my gift bag, I think it was their way of saying sorry, and they tied the bow on the handle that was still good
and tried to fix it. Yeah, like sorry about
that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. ZHS, Merry Christmas, my friend. Thank you so much, and you be safe as well. God bless. Thank you for the kind words, by the way. I agree with Robin, if I may, Mr. Host. I agree with Robin as far, and I think you do as well, the failings, because we seem to. So someone asked me the other day, why do you think he growled at you when back in my yard? And I have footage of that in the whole 9 yards, and that's the one that just came out 6 years later with the black silhouette, the conical head. And I'm wearing what Robin's wearing. Robin, look at Robin. Come on, put your head down a little bit. There we go. See, Lori. Robin wasn't too sure about wearing hers. I encouraged her to wear hers. If you weren't here at the beginning of the show, I went off the stage. I got dressed in what we have at our house. This is what my lovely fiance will wear around to shovel the driveway in, and I grabbed it and I threw it on so she didn't feel alone, and I completely surprised her. Lori, thank you.
You did.
Yeah, that was my present to you. You know what I mean? So I feel the difference between, like someone says, if you think they're spiritual and they're kind and you don't worry about dying, why do you think that? Well, I'm like, why do you think they growled at you? Because I remembered my demeanor. I didn't know much about back then. And I was, it was 6 years ago. I had been 2 years. So you go 2 years, and then 2 years, I didn't say anything. So, there was no talk of me telling anybody, even at the house. Then there was a little bit of talk just at the house. And then it started progressing into like researching and all that stuff. So anyways, to give you a picture, I was a bit of a rookie when I had that snapping of the tree and the growl, but I had walked away from my fire pit. I remember throwing down my rake and I go, oh, come on, not today. I'm finally getting shit done. And I walked over to the fence. I go, come on, where you at? And it was all about what I was putting off is exactly what I got back.
Yes, because you put off that energy.
Right, because I was being aggressive. I had no idea what I was doing, and I don't do that today. And now today, Wojo will tell you, Wojo has lived it. When we're kinder, you guys see the lights in the woods, and you hear the subtle movements, or the things they're throwing at us are hitting right by our feet, but not our head. You know what I mean? So, there is something to be said for setting your intentions. So if you're out there and you're playing that game a little bit, set your intentions in a proper manner, and you'll get a proper manner given back to you. And that should be the same in life, anyways, right? But we screw that up too as humans. So don't go in the woods.
I truly believe we owe them respect. They're the missing link. And I don't think any of us, no matter how long or how far into the future that we research, we're never going to know everything about them.
Yeah.
It's just impossible.
Yeah, they won't let you.
Everything.
Right.
Thank you, Ron.
But Robin, little by little, though, they are communicating with us. They are showing themselves to us. But, it's just everything takes time. And like, and Richie, hit the nail on the head.
And they know we're crazy enough to keep poking to get more learning and more.
Yeah, those idiots will be back.
Yeah, but it's again intentions,
to come and look for.
She's right.
So, it's almost time for us to wrap it up. But Robin, tell us a little story about when you were a little girl, you and your mom.
Oh, yeah, let's do that, because we got that present for her afterwards. We gave her a little taste of it before we came in.
Yeah, when I was my mom had just left my father, and we were renting this house next to my grandparents. I was 12, and it was about at night, 11:30ish, and windows open in our rooms. My mom was in hers and I was in mine. And all of a sudden we heard this sound resonate through the house that sounded like a wild pig. And definitely in Ohio and in a rural area, there's no wild pigs around, you know. Maybe a couple ghosts that stray around, you know.
I'm telling it sound. I want the audience to hear it. They know what it sounds like.
It was so loud that my mom's dog got so scared. It was under her blanket by her feet and wouldn't come out under the blanket for like 2 hours. And I said to my mom, "What is that?" She said, "I don't know." And I hurried up and shut my bedroom window, and she shut hers, and neither one of us talked about it no more after that.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's quite the story. I mean, you know, I mean, validation is the dog. I mean, the dogs have great senses, and for them to cover up themselves in fear, you know, like they don't want to deal with whatever's out there, especially sounding like a pig, but still knowing that there's possibly something big.
Yep.
And
very similar to what we have too. Recordings, if the audience has heard the recordings. I didn't even tell
you guys, there was an instance where in the middle of winter, there was, because my mom was tough like Mama Bear Claws, you know, Mama Rainfeather, and my mom didn't care. She said, "There's a pile of shit under the tree that was bigger than a plate." And she said, "There's no prints there. What did they do? Sit in the tree and take a shit on them?"
Oh my goodness.
And we still to this day don't know what did that.
Well, that's the other thing too in our area. Jody was the pig from Amityville Horror. Thank you for that, Ronald. I was wondering what the hell you were getting at, Cuckoo Bird. No, but we found a pile of shit and weighed it, and it was almost 4 pounds.
Yeah.
And and it was like it was more like a sphere shape, you know what I mean, and some lumps and stuff. It wasn't like pellets.
It's tube-like.
Yeah, tubish. Yeah, right.
Tube-like.
Tubular.
Yes, was, but it was bigger than the size of a dinner plate under the tree branch. And the tree branch is like 20, 30 feet in the air, you know. And like I said, my mama was crazy.
Yeah. No, that's a cool story though. I mean, so that's associated with the pig sound is what you're saying. So like further research, like you guys went out to find out what the hell was that, and then you find this big old pile of shit.
Yep.
Now, I mean, bears
bears
can do like some big
dukes,
you know, big dukes, but
something, you know, that where I'm at, we don't have a lot of the bears, okay, in the part of that. I know some areas do, but where I'm at, most of them wander in from Pennsylvania and that, so we don't have a whole lot of them. Maybe 15 or 20 total, you know, a year.
Well, we do have black bear, but not in our area. There are black bear in Massachusetts, and we're, how can I put it? It's a different setting of where we live. Okay, because if there was a bear in the area, believe me, it'd be on all the town website, Facebooks. You know, Yogi's running around here, and we had that sighting like 4 years ago, and everybody like gave it a name.
Oh God!
Had locations. The bear was wandering around, but what we saw, and you know, I measured approximately 27 inches long and about 12 inches wide. That's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So,
it
you
sure
know,
is.
we don't have grizzly bears in our area. Grizzly can.
And that's one probably mad Bigfoot once he.
Or it could be the zingers, and who knows? But yeah, but again, any you know, in our area, anything that size, you know, if it was a bear or anything, we would have known. So, but that's part of the research, you know, that we did, and we bagged it, and we weighed it.
I know that picture of my Dogman. That picture of my Dogman, a lot of people tried to tell me that was a bear. I'm sorry, that doesn't look any bear to me.
Yeah, and I
you
kind
know.
of saw what you saw because the head was too kind of small, I thought, where a bear looks like this, as you can see, right?
Yeah.
It's more like that, got that, you know what I mean? That
Yes.
global like look, where yours was kind of had that little bit of coming down on it. So, and D Hoot's right. We do have a picture that's, it's a little bit, it's tougher because it's in different colors. And when you have a different color trying to match it up, it can look like a totally different picture. But I know exactly what she's getting at because what I had was the two dots and the
Yeah.
just like the black of the nose or whatever it looked
Yeah,
like a
the
dog. It
snout.
looked like a dog to me, man. It just looked like a dog, So
And the teeth
And
and what have you. But the ears,
when you
that
scares
picture
you.
what gave away was the right arm.
You know, when
Excuse
you
me, the
see
left
that
arm.
for the first time, it scares you. And now I'm used to it because the Dogman follows me every time I go to that area. He's there. He follows me in, he follows me out.
Jesus.
And yous are more invited than to come up to my nighttime after dusk and go to where, because I won't go there at night. There's only one way in the valley and one way out, and I'm not going to try it.
See that, that brings something up. Like if I was to come out there in an area like that with all these other different animals and stuff, that's the hard part because I'd be packing. You know what I mean? And I don't want Satunga to be mad at me for packing because I can't defend myself against a bear or something otherwise,
I don't wear, I'm a woman and I don't take none of that stuff. I take a knife. That's what I take.
Psycho.
And yeah, if someone's gonna get me, they'd have got me by now.
Yeah, no.
After 59 years, if they were gonna, they'd have
I'm
done
not,
it.
and I'm not worried about Bigfoot. I've been in situations where I was afraid, and I've been plenty since that I kind of went to that next level, I like to call it, and I'm not afraid. I don't have that. I get excited, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, come over here and hug me, dude. Don't hug me, dude. You know what I mean? I get that kind of feeling, but I don't get like the fight or flight feeling anymore,
I do know at night there, though, my son and I attempted my first time for like an hour there in the dark, and it wasn't even down into the valley. It was where the pavilion was when you first go to the metro park there. And there was something bipedal, about 8 feet tall, with red eyes, and we had just seen 2 deer before that. I think it was something hunting, but I think that was a form of the Dogman then, because my son seen it walk away when he tried to what was going in that.
Yeah.
And it took off and went down in the valley. And that's a pretty steep way down where he was at. So I don't know how he did it, but yeah, you are more than welcome to go there and try to see what, what knocks in the night there.
I'm gonna be a little better.
I'd like to see that.
What happened?
Mama Bear Claw said she'd like to see that at night. She wonders how exciting it gets there at night.
Can you imagine me, Wojo, Mama Bear Claw, and you just hitting the woods at night, man? Oh my God, that'd be a dream come true, wouldn't it, dude? In Ohio,
down in the valley, yeah.
Down in the valley.
Yeah.
Is that a song?
And one way in and one way out. So we all better have some good running shoes in case.
Yeah, right.
Robert, my last question for you is: have you ever seen the Dogman? Like, you ever see it walk? Like, is it like in a hunch position or is it just a stood up position? If you can describe.
Like I said that night that my son and I saw the thing with the red eyes, I truly believe that was the Dogman. It was like it was walking like how you saw that paw print, and then like a normal dog would do, on the front of the paw. You know what I'm saying? Or the foot, whatever you want to call it. I think because it walks kind of with the knees a little bit bent, not a, and like kind of the top part over just a little bit, and the feet were like I said, like how a dog's paw would be, that front part of the foot part is how that's on the ground. And I think that's for hunting at night. They'll walk like that. But during the day, I think they get down on all fours to make you think it's
right.
And that. And then all the foot, I think, shows up where you find those thinner, footprints that look way thinner. I think that's the Dogman's print.
Well, Robin, great stories. Beautiful pictures, by the way. And I wish I could squeeze like a lot more of the of those pictures in for Rich.
Oh, we will. We'll get back again, dude. We'll get back again.
Yeah.
Well, tell
I just
D
want to
Hoot.
jump
I
in.
can send D Hoot in the chat, in you guys' chat. I can send her a picture, D Hoot. I can send a picture of that.
Oh,
the dog.
Well, you got to
color.
Sam would have to take it and send it to her because D Hoot does not do Facebook whatsoever. So if
is your chat on Messenger through Facebook or is it separate?
No, it's Messenger through Facebook.
Okay, well, Sam's got permission to take the picture and
correct. Thank you. There you go, everybody. It's live and happening. You got it right there. The copywritten license has been handed over to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Come on,
I ain't
put up
got
your
nothing
hood.
to hide.
Put up your hood. You're making me look weird. What the hell's going on?
Okay, Richie, here you go. See, I'm a crazy Navy veteran. See?
Oh, thank you for your service. I'm a crazy Army veteran. Nice to see you. Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Well,
Hey, girl.
you crazy kids. By the way, Dee, they're the abominable snowman. To answer your question, she's like, what, who are they? But
and it's so weird
again,
that we had the same one.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I know. She showed me the picture and asked permission, and I said, I'm not going to let her do that alone. I'm in on that. Right away. No
If
problem
anybody
at all.
has any questions, they better ask them now. Unless they're on chat.
How about this, Robin? Last call for alcohol. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. There you go. Oh, sorry, Robin. Robin is a host here. Keep it down. We're gonna get in trouble.
Robin bartended for 20-some years after the service, so
I believe this.
Yeah. I guess no.
Yeah, that's right, Robin. Anybody want a Slippy Ricky? Yeah, Rickety Doodah and a Slappy Crappy with a side of lime.
You need to drink green tea or an orange Julia.
Orange Julius.
Oh my God! Nope.
Oh, that's been gone a long time ago from us.
I don't know what that woman speaks of. Why are you giving away our age?
Upside down kamikazes.
Oh my God! Upside down kamikazes.
Oh boy!
All right. Oh, we got a host. Go ahead, host. Do your thing. Everybody, Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you, Robin, for being on here. I'm glad you had some fun. Great stories, and I want to thank Richie B for the producing and being my good co-host per usual. Yeah, that's right. So next week I'm going to probably have an in-house. Me and Richie are going to probably go over some of our investigations. We're going to try to go out Friday as a start, and hopefully we'll come up with some stuff for you. And I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Well, actually, Merry Christmas. We'll start off with
blessings to everyone.
Many
blessings, much love. I know the holidays are hard for some people, but just try to make it the best you can make it for you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm going to grab that one and take it because, it's been rough this year for some reason. My emotions are way high. But, thank you for being here, Robin. And Mr. Host, can I just thank everybody for being here for the abominable twins? Thank you for being here for us.
Thank you, everybody, for being so nice to me.
Get us out of here. What are we doing?
Come on, Joe.
I'm trying, lady. Again, thank you all for being on here. Don't forget, we do have an amazing podcast tomorrow, starting with the Phantom Navigator with Amanda Lombardo at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget, you see Sam's Pretty Paranormal at Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. And, of course, the Banter himself, Richie B, and Banter with Richie B Podcast.
That's
right. I'm the co-host.
That's right.
We do have to thank the indigenous Native Americans, too, because that's where it all began with the Satanyas interacting with people. So we have to remember that.
Yep. They're the ones that documented it throughout history.
Yeah, that's where it all started.
Yep. We're very thankful for all the indigenous people that we have, become friends with and have this discussion and coming on our shows and things like that. And
maybe someday we'll be able to interact like that again, like they did way back in the day.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Anything can happen.
All right, Woj.
So don't forget, buy the merch. You can see us on, if you want to buy some good merch for Christmas. I don't know if you can get it in on time, but hey,
New Year's.
BanterWithRichieB.com. And Jackson does say buy the merch.
That's right.
So, again, you can still find us on Banter with Richie B Podcast Network, on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, downright TV, where fear lives. Come on, co-host. Yeah, where were you on that one?
I'm waiting for the boom. I can move on here.
Come
All
on.
right. Well, listen. So remember, don't be lazy and serve the Lord enthusiastically. Romans 12:11. So treat everyone good. Give them some love. Because remember, we are still home of the boom.
Yeah, baby, that's right. Hey, check it out. Saturday night, I got Stacy Brown Jr. as my guest. You got to check out his thermal footage, man. I'm telling you, it's right up there with the best. I'm super pumped to have him. He rescheduled to the 27th, so here he is. I confirmed it today. He's coming in hot. You guys got to check this dude out, man. Thank you all for being here. I want to say I love you, baby Jack. I love you, mama. And Wojo said it all. Check out the network, man. We're rising. We're climbing. We're whatever you want to call it, but we're kicking ass. Robin, thank you for being here. Thank you for dealing with my antics. I appreciate it. And you guys on the side are magical human beings. I love you guys. You're therapeutic.
Thank you all.
Even you, Ron. I love you, Ron. Thank you. Merry Christmas to everybody. Get us out of here, Wojo.
Hey, remember, we are still home of the boom. See you next week. See you